My name is Luca Resmini. I am a director of PWC Corporation Group, and I would like to introduce also Michele Cianci. Hi, Michele.
Hi, Luca. Hi to everybody. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure also for me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michele Cianci. I'm the manager of planning and logistics of A2A company, Una Reti, that is a subsidiary of A2A.
Okay. Michele, if you agree, I would like to use the presentation that we have made together in order to try to explain this large and successful program performed by PWC, A2A, and of course, demand-driven technologies. Okay,
Yes.
I share the presentation. Okay, that's fine. Let's start. Here are our ugly faces, so I could skip this one and try to get directly to that one related to your company and your group. Please.
Yes. About the photo, just think that this is the best photo that I have. So
Okay.
this is ugly. I don't know each other. Okay.
But I said our, not your. I said our ugly faces. So. Even mine.
Okay. Yes. Give me your attention for some minutes, because I think that this case study it could be useful for all the people. At least I hope that could be useful. Just start with an overview of the company. A2A is a life company. Just last year, we changed our mission, so that we are not only a company, but a life company. Our CEO are pushing a lot on this, because life means to reach the right work balance from work, job in general, and our life, private life. So there are a lot of new benefits that we are introducing inside the company. A2A is almost 10 subsidiaries with 11 billion of revenues last year. So we are going very well, because we are increasing almost more than 20% with 30,000 employees. The A2A is focused on three main business: energy, environment, and networks. The energy of electricity, gas, in general, power. So we work for people, fundamentally. So all the activities on producing energy is one of the main business of A2A. The other one is on the environment, waste collection and urban cleaning. We work in Milan, Brescia, Bergamo. In general, A2A works in Lombardia region, and we are expand also in all part of the country of Italy.
Sorry, Michele, for people, for US people, we mean the north west of
correct.
Italy.
Northern part of Italy, so is focused on the business of A2A. So on all of these three business: energy, environment, and networks. Networks is the last one. That is the business unit where me and my team works, and it is focused on public lighting, heating, e-mobility that now are increasing a lot. And in particular, inside networks, there are two companies, una reti and A2A water cycle distribution. So the networks are our business. We create networks in electricity and gas. In una reti, especially, we have also here we are increasing a lot on the investment because the investment are first of all what we do for the client, because increasing in electricity and gas means that people have electricity and gas inside their apartment. In particular, electricity is increasing a lot. The gas business is a bit flat on this period, but we are just to give you an overview. We are about 200 million of works and 70 million for the gas. The network is distributed in almost 30 kilometers length of cables, and we serve 2.4 million of people. Networks means materials, and people who work with these materials. So, as you can understand, materials are the core of our activities, and for this reason, the way that you can manage the materials is very important. So we are in una reti a distribution of 3 central warehouses and 40 peripheral warehouses distributed in 20 for the electricity and 20 for the gas. Also, the water cycle distribution is increasing, and it is another also inside with the electricity and gas is another way to give to the client what they need. And so the infrastructure also need a lot of maintenance for the leakage, and also means element of sustainability and so on. So we are here an average of annual stock of 500,000, and here we are distributed in 1 central warehouse and 5 peripheral warehouses. So these are our network, logistic network distributed in different parts of the country. What was the problem? Because investment, as I said, was easy. It is our business, but it is also the main way of our revenue, because we are based on the investment are focused on the RAB, the return on asset based. So we have remunerated also in terms of number of investment that we can do, and the revenue arrived mainly from this part. We had a problem almost 2 years ago that a lot of investment were postponed because there was the absence of materials. Almost 30%, yes, 30% of cases of the postponement, the cause was the absence of the materials. So these delays cause delays on the investment, delays on revenue, and so on. We tried also to understand what was the reason. The reason was also caused by an unreliable forecast. So we plan on the budget our activities, we plan also all our materials. We had a material requirement plan, but always with this forecast was not focused, and also we had to do a lot of rewards, replanning, and so on. Why this forecast was reliable? Because we had a problem on physical and accounting mismatch. So we tried to make a forecast trying to extract the data from the system. The system was full of data, or sometimes were a lot of lack of data. So there were no so many data, and also it was not realistic because the physical part was absent. So I started from the three of these pain points, 4, 5, and 6, just to give you an idea of the problem. But there was also the problem of number 1, 2, or 3 of this slide. So this means that we had a problem also inside our logistic activities, because there was a non-organic material management between business and distribution networks. So low centralization of material management, different people order different material in different way. So this means to have no guide on the activities. Also, the inaccuracy of the planning and data quality was dirty, with a lot of consumption material recorded exposed, and so this created a lot of problem on the mismatch on physical and accounting. And at least at the end of the year, the inventory was non-optimal. So overstock and stock out phenomena now were frequent, and so a lot of problem of material, especially when there was emergency. The absence of the material created a lot of trouble. So we try to ask support to PWC that they give us a great solution. So they are very professional, and they also supported us in a lot of aspects. And in particular, in these activities, they give us this solution provided by the adoption of a DDMRP initiative. So the DDMRP for us was something totally new that we didn't know, and with the help of PWC, we started a lot of projects in different parts of the logistic area in order to try to solve these pain points.
Thank you, Michele. Okay, now I use this slide starting exactly from the point that we have seen. In my opinion, this slide is quite interesting because tries to strive all the story of the overall DDMRP program in A2A Group on one end, and on the other end, it tries to give a feedback, a flash related to the solution that were implemented in order to manage in a more efficient way the digital material management program. I start from here. Here in 2019, we have seen all the different pain points well explained by Michele that were clear, very clear to the top management in A2A. So we decided that the DDMRP methodology and the DDMRP solution could be the right solution in order to address and solve all these issues. And we have followed the classical DDMRP methodology, the one suggested and approved by Demand-Driven Institute. We start with first training involving Michele teams. Then we have made a proof of value, and starting from a subset of material, we were able in a few months to define an high-level business case. And then at the end of the year 2019, there was the final decision by the top management of A2A to go on with the program. At the first beginning of 2020, in the days that unfortunately we all know for the start of COVID disease, there was a preliminary activity defined as enablement phase. At the same time, software selection was performed directly by A2A. At the end of this phase, R+ of DDTech was chosen between other DDMRP software, basically for two distinctive factors. The first one was the high coverage, functional coverage related to the business requirement expressed by A2A. And the second factor was the fact that the application was extremely user-friendly. It seems to be really simple, even for the planner and the material, the demand planner. At the time, so we started the first project, which was the implementation of DDMRP for the electric department. We had the first live at the end of 2020, and then during last year, 2021, we have made our first rollout for the gas department. And then beyond the different companies that we have seen in the introduction by Michele, we have completed even the go live for the A2A water cycle. So currently we have at least 3 different businesses that are now running DDMRP. In the first part of the slide, you could see that the solution is quite a complex one, because we are talking about field service and different kind of intervention. The first one is the one related to investment and network development. The second one is related to ordinary maintenance, and the last one about emergency. DDMRP represents certainly the pivotal solution for planning and execution of the different spare parts and material involved in this kind of intervention. And as I said, R+ was chosen, and it is currently involving at about 40 users, planners and material manager, basically. But apart from the fact that the DDMRP solution is the pivotal one, there are also other ancillary solutions like warehouse management system and workforce management that are involving respectively 40 network nodes, the one well described before by Michele. And for workforce management, the management, the registration of a service order and service confirmation, it involves 800 users, the technician who perform on field this kind of intervention. We are now, of course, in 2022, and we are together with people from A2A trying to make the final fine-tuning of the model. What we have done in the project, basically we work on our capabilities in terms of change programs. And these components are basically master data, processes, organization, and technology. Briefly, I would like to underline that from our perspective, it is really important even to have a revision of the info managed in material master data. Because those one are basically fundamental as a real enabler for any subsequent benefit that is coming from the adoption of a DDMRP solution. Then together with A2A team, we used this project in order to define even new processes in the material management area. That it means basically the addition of new signal of demands and needs, the design of a new distribution network, and the definition of bill of material, distribution bill of material for the recurring work orders in order to exploit all the potential benefits from this new model. We work together with A2A even on an organization side, because we have changed the operation performed by technician and assistant. We have introduced a new figure, the material planner for the organizational unit zone. And then we support even the internal change management activities. And we leverage the different communication channel in order to favorite the adoption of the new processes, even the DDMRP solution. Last but not least, of course, because now we are talking about even the role of demand-driven technology. There have been a very important part related even to the technological solution. As I said before, the DDMRP solution chosen by A2A was finally R+, and we made a great job even with demand-driven technology colleagues in order to implement the solution and manage in a very effective and smooth way the different interfaces between the system. The landscape, the original landscape in A2A was related to a series of other legacy systems, like, for example, IBM Maximo, SAP, SEC, TIBCO, and VisuWorks, and so on. Last but not least, I think that a good conclusion could be for you, Michele, to make a recap of the main benefits encountered by this project and the adoption of R+.
Yes, thank you, Luca. Let me say it was a success, or it is a success. So in all the aspects of these points, we have solved with this project, we solved all of these elements. So we have created a new network, logistic network, centralize the management of all warehouse and materials in the networks with a clear planning logic and recorded. So this means that we work hard because we have created a new networks in a new way of planning materials. And as you know, it is not only something that is created inside our team of logistic people, but also we have created a new networks, a new relationship with the operative people, so people who needs materials, so people who have understand also the importance of this project in order to give them a service with a high level of quality, high standard of quality that give them also the possibility to create value, and also to best way to work with a high quality. Also, we create a new metrics, a new way of monitoring ourselves, because at the beginning the absence of also of data give us no direction or not correct direction. Instead, with monitoring ourselves, this gives us the possibility to give metrics in order to put our target and to improve also ourselves. So we have increased a lot the service of our internal client, and also increase a lot the way of us to work. The planning also with the data within our Plus software give us also a lot of alert, a lot of structural data. Also the planner, we have 10 planners that works in different business, give to the people the right way to work with the instrument, with tools that now they can use. They can also create. They work on the buffer of inside the networks, deciding also the right level of the buffer. So all of these activities are reduced the stock, the overstock, but also the stock out. So we have the right level of materials inside our warehouse. All the investment, there was a drastic reduction of the delay caused by the lack of material. And so reducing the stock out, we have reduced also these delays, and we have a forecast of our material and also of our activities that now is more realistic, and it is based on a demand-based planning. So for our forecast, we check the data of the past, but we have also a demand from forward. So this gives us
a real demand. Sorry,
a real demand. No,
real
you are correct. A real demand, because the demand is something that is the core of these activities, and give also the possibility to change in advance in one side or in another side. So all of these elements were the elements of a big puzzle in order to give to everybody the possibility to have all the benefits. In terms of number, we have, after 1 year of the go live, we have a reduction on the inventory of 30%, reducing by 6 times the planning, the critical planning situations, and reducing by 3 times the stock out rate. So it is a very great success on different aspects. What else? I don't know, Luca. You want to add something? I think that all the elements.
I think that all the key elements, thanks to your presentation, are clearly on table. Maybe we could try to finish this our intervention, maybe with many greetings to the different people who have attended the conference, and I hope that this experience and this case history is considered interesting, even from the industry perspective, because as you said at the beginning, A2A is a life company, but in a more traditional way is a multi-utility leader in Italy. And I think that even for this distribution network, DDMRP could be the right solution. I think that the story of the last 2 years together has proved in a very concrete way this. Okay.
Thank you, Luca. Thank you to everybody. Yes, thank you for your support in this project. Also from me and my team, because now we have a new way of work with new tools. And so now we are, I think, in the right way. So for the future, thank you also for the opportunity to give this this case study to explain, and I hope it could be useful for all the people that are yes, exactly.
Okay, so bye bye from Italy, I would say.
Bye bye.